All out stuff grinding. Call Zach Hendricks for a free quote. No job too big, no stump too small. Give us a call, 803-580-1332. Before and after, you'll see the difference. All out stump grinding.
At Allen Harmon Trucking, we treat your load and our truckers like family. Wake up to a beautiful sunrise in your big rig office, then be at home in time to kiss your wife and kids goodnight. Call us today for more information, 864-445-7249. Allen Harmon Trucking is a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger football.
Are you ready to consider a job that provides consistent pay, great benefits, and paid time off? Then join the AMIC team. We'll teach you everything you need to know. Apply today for positions at our Batesburg facility at www.amicfarms.com. Phone interviews are available for quick consideration. That's amicfarms.com. Berry Insurance Group, located in Batesburg, Leesville, offering auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance. Owned and operated by Will Berry. Choose local, choose independent, choose Berry Insurance Group. 803-307-0030 or online at berryingroup.com.
CM Tree Service. Cody Berry and Martin Berry are ready to give you a free estimate. We're insured for tree removal and pruning. Call us today, 864-377-7898 or 864-980-0153, and like us on Facebook, CM Tree Service.
With Cricket Wireless Savings, the whole family can watch SALUDANow. The difference is clear as Cricket's signal when you see the money you can save by switching. And with nationwide 5G coverage, your wireless connectivity is wherever life takes you. So come by Cricket Wireless today at 300 South Jefferson and let us show you the Cricket difference.
Crumley Ford, 102 Greenwood Highway, Saluda, invite you to come in today to save. The 2020 Ford Edge Escape Explorer and Expedition has 0% financing for 60 months. Call today, 864-445-2107, and talk to Mike, Will, or Lauren at Crumley Ford. Save money, save time. Shop Crouch's first. Whether it's lumber, paint, hardware, electrical, plumbing, we supply you from field to field. Getty, Traeger, Blackstone, Costa, Salty Britches, Milwaukee, Makita, and much more. Come by and visit us today. 508 North Main Salute or call 864-445-0062.
Shop local at Economy Furniture. Huge savings on Benchcraft, Lazy Boy, Best Home Furnishings, and so many more. Visit our website now to see all our specials at economyfurniture.com. Right on the corner, right on the price.
I'll sit down. Sit right down till I come back. All right.
All right, we're back here with you on Tiger Talk Tuesday, live from MIGS, and we appreciate you joining us here. And we've got a special guest joining us on the phone at this time. Is Patrick Myers. Patrick, thank you for joining us on SALUDANow.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me.
And Patrick, tell us a little bit about yourself first.
Well, I'm originally from 96, South Carolina, and married my wife, and she's from there in Saluda. And when we got married, we bought a little place right there on Greenwood Highway, right there below Darren Horn. So that's how I ended up in the big town of Saluda. I work in Greenwood out here at Velux Skylight, and do a lot of hunting, do a bit of fishing. I played a lot of high school golf. I was a big time high school golfer. Played golf pretty much since I was about 3 or 4 years old, and was a pretty good little golfer. And, just got in high school and played golf, and then after high school went to work. Didn't really have a whole lot of aspirations about going to college, so I kind of went to work. Kind of got out of golf, but I always loved to compete, and that's kind of how I ended up in the dog thing, just something to compete in.
and competing you are. I tell you what, you took 4th place in the Boykin Spaniel Society Nationals, and that's a great feat, Patrick, and you be commended, and congratulations on that great.
You there, Burton? I lost you for a minute.
Yeah, I was saying you did a great feat by going to the Boykin Spaniel Society Nationals and taking 4th place. And
Yes,
we want to congratulate you on that, and tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, sir. Well, I really appreciate it. And Boykin Spaniel Nationals, I think they've been having it since maybe either the early 90s or late 80s. Of course, everybody knows, or I hope they know, that Boykin Spaniel is the state dog of South Carolina. It was originated down in Camden, South Carolina. This bitty place called Boykin is actually named Boykin, South Carolina. As far as I can remember, don't hold me to it, I believe it's around the early 1900s. But anyway, so it's pretty much all the dogs, the best dogs. If you think your dog from all across the United States, we had some people from Indiana, Illinois. I think we even had one person all the way from Alaska coming in this year, Ryan. But they hold it each year. Last year, it was held in the fall because of COVID, and we went back to the spring. It's usually always in the spring of the year. Everybody's welcome to come spectate, but you have 4 classes. You have an open class and an intermediate class, a novice class, and then a puppy class. We ran in the puppy class our first year, which would have been 2019. Did pretty good. Ended up with what they call a jam, a Judges Award of Merit, and that's usually pretty much, might as well say, the top 6 or 8 dogs. Then last year we bumped up and ran intermediate in the fall. And to be honest with you, I really going into it, I thought I had a good chance of winning it last year with him. But he did what we call breaking on me. And for some of the people that ain't listening, I understand what that is. That's a big no-no. So we got disqualified on the first bird last year, and it's one of those things. You hate to see it, but it's just, they do it most of the time because they want to go so bad. He let his emotions get the best of him, so we got disqualified. And then this year, kind of going into it, didn't really know exactly what we had. I mean, we prepared and got ready, but Boykin Nationals, the intermediate division is pretty much, it's a double, and double marks on land, double marks on water. And a mark is pretty much a dead duck that's thrown. You pick the first one up, which what we would call in the retriever world as a go bird, and then you pick up the second bird, which would be called a memory bird. And simply because the dog has to remember where it landed. In different covers, you do that on land and water, and then we'll run a blind. We'll run a land and water blind. So we ran 4 series this year. Pretty tough series, pretty challenging series, and we put up a good fight. Looking back on it, there's maybe one little thing I could have done that, might have kept me a little bit tighter to the lead. I don't know. Going into the last series, there was some dogs making a few mistakes, and we ran really clean. And I kind of thought I had it won, almost, to be honest with you. I told some people on the phone, I said I might have a chance of having it won, but there was just a few little bitty things I might have could have changed. But, when you play, you always want to win, but 4 out of 46, I'm pretty happy with that.
I guarantee you, and I know you're very pleased with it, and we have worked hard. And of course, your dog, he working hard too out there. What's your dog's name again?
His full registered name is Just Myers Game, but his call name is Keeper.
Okay, Keeper. How about
He's
that?
a little over 2 years old male. And I
Yeah.
have a little female as well, and she competes in the novice class.
How about that? So he's a keeper. I like
That's
that.
right. That's right. That's
That's-
usually the running joke by most dudes.
Yeah,
When I get done, he's a keeper. Yeah, I appreciate it.
that's great. And I know this brings you a lot of satisfaction, and we're just glad to have you right here in Saluda community and be a part of our community and see great success. Anytime anybody has success, we want to highlight it on the program because this is a great achievement not only for you but bring some light to Saluda area too.
Absolutely. And I have to say, I mean, I don't know, most people probably know Mr. Jimmy Wood, and
Yes.
he lets me train a bunch on his land, and there's a couple other people around the house there where I live at, they let me train. I haven't ever had anybody tell me no, which I haven't asked them.
Well, they probably like to see them dogs work too. That's an amazing thing.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. I have people all the time when I'm out there, they ride by, and, you can see them slow down, and they go, man, what is he out there doing with that dog,
Yeah, and actually, I have interviewed a guy that actually wrote the book about Boykin Spaniels, and Dr. Boykin is what the dog's named after. And I don't know how he came about with that breed, but he did, and the rest is history.
That's right. Well, the funny thing about that is the reason the Boykin got such a big name or they got so big in South Carolina was the gentleman that originated them, he found a stray. I mean,
Okay.
it was pretty much a stray. It was what we would call a modern day mutt, and it wasn't bred for anything. But the dog loved water and he loved birds, and he was down in the lower part of the state. And down there, there's a lot of marshland, rice fields, and stuff like that. They hunt out of little bitty boats. A lab, you put a lab in a canoe with you, and
Yeah.
that's a hassle there. Big old dog moving around. So they found these little bitty dogs, and they had all this drive to get in the water and go pick ducks in. So they kind of started breeding them, putting some other breeds together, and finally ended up with the Boykin that we know now. And it's a really cool little dog. If you've ever been around one, you'll never forget it. I say a lot of times, I tell people, they ask, what are they like? I said, well, it's almost like a Pinto with a Ferrari motor in it.
That's amazing. Well, they're good hunters. How do they do around family and children especially?
They're good, but I tell you, they're like any other dog. I've grown up with dogs all my life, but they're like any other dog. It's all dogs are only as good as you socialize them. So if you have them around children, and when mine were puppies, I would take them. I'd go to Crouches or I'd go to Lowe's, and I'd just walk them around people. And can I pet them? Absolutely. I want everybody to pet them because the more they see, it's just like a child. The more they see, the more they're exposed to, the more comfortable they are. As you probably know, I have a little 4-year-old, and if that little 4-year-old of mine, I tell people we were at Nationals, and a little girl walked up, she wanted to pet it, and her daddy said, "No, I don't pet you. You don't know the dog." And I said, "Look, she's more than welcome to." I said, "If my 4-year-old hasn't done it to him, it probably can't be done to him." But they're like brothers almost. They're wrestling in the yard.
That's good.
But no, they're good with kids. They're good with kids. They're real. The one thing I tell people is if they're going to get a Boykin, which I got a bunch of friends that have them now, is you need to make sure you understand they need a job. If that's just walking or running with you every day, they got to have a job. My wife, she works at Pets Office, and she'll come home if I haven't trained in about 2 or 3 days, and she'll go, "Please take these dogs and go train." They're about to drive me nuts because they just got all this nervous energy built up, to do something.
That's wonderful, Patrick. And
go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, go ahead. Finish out what you're gonna say.
Well, we have a saying in the Boykin group.
Yeah.
The saying is a good Boykin is a tired Boykin.
There you go. That's pretty good, Patrick. And are you planning on participating in some more trials and everything?
Yes, sir. What we run is we run trials, And simply a trial is your dog against my dog, or everybody's dog against everybody. And what we run a lot of, that's usually only a couple times a year. And what we run a lot of is AKC and UKC hunt tests. Hunt test is simply just like me and you, Mr. Burton, taking a test. They have a standard that you have to meet, and you meet that standard, you pass. So they have judges that judge you according to that standard, and they set a test up. We'll run some of those. I'm actually going to run one in Sherrall, I believe May the 22nd and 23rd. It's a 2-day, and you're just getting passes. And what that is you're getting passes towards a title. I don't know the exact number right now. If some of the people that told me they were listening are listening, they know more of the numbers. But there's only about 100 and at one time maybe 40 or 150 Boykins in history that's had a finished title. Now, when you put it in perspective, there's probably, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 labs that have got a UKC finished title, and that's even less Boykins when you get into AKC, what they call their highest level, which would be a master. So that's what we're going for. We're going to try to, with my male, to right now he's passed 2 finished tests, and he needs 3 more. And we're going to try to get those knocked out and be one of those. If it's 150, maybe we can be 151. And then we'll move into AKC Master. And the big deal with AKC Master is that thing about breaking. You can't ever talk to your dog. So you tell him to sit, and once the test starts, he has to sit still the entire time. There's no moving or you're disqualified. So that's something me and him will. In UKC, I can sit there and tell him real quietly, sit. Just kind of remind him. So that's our plans going forward for this summer.
Well, we'll sure be watching you and keeping up with you on Facebook there, Patrick. And I appreciate you taking your time out to tell us a little bit about what all goes on in making a great Boykin Spaniel.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
All right, neighbor. And that is special guest Patrick Myers, and we congratulate him again from SALUDANow on this great accomplishment there at the Boykin Spaniel Society Nationals. We'll be back after this break. You're watching Tiger Talk Tuesday live from MIGS.
Edwards Heating and Cooling, Saluda, South Carolina, provides you excellent service when it comes to your HVAC unit. Keith and Dawn Edwards have many years' experience in the heating and cooling business. They invite you to call them today, 864-445-0088, or visit their website, edwardsandheatingcoolingllc.com. Go, Saluda Tigers! When it comes tax time, look no further than H&R Block, 304th North Main, Saluda. They make sure you get all the deductions you need to save money. When it comes tax time, trust the professionals at H&R Block. Call them 864-445-2958 and like them on Facebook.
JRA Exterminating, the most trusted name in pest extermination. Remember, folks, whether it's cockroaches or piss ants, call Justin Anderson at JRA Exterminating today at 803-532-1122 or at www.jraexterminating.com.
MIGS of Saluda, serving tasty dishes, appetizers, fresh salads, hot out of the oven fresh subs, chicken, steak, and seafood, and the best Italian dishes and pizza around. Visit them today, 216 Greenwood Highway. For a drive-through or pickup, call ahead, 864-445-9990. At Motor Coach Paint and Body, we put quality first. Whether it's your vehicle, RV, boat, or aircraft, we can handle it all. Leave it to us to take care of your insurance claim, or you can pay us right out of your pocket. So call BR Britt Reams today, 864-445-7747, and like us on Facebook. Newberry County Memorial Hospital, your hospital. Our mission is to provide exceptional care with a personal touch. Newberry Hospital is engaged in the passionate pursuit of optimal care, treatment, and convenience. Our goal is to always be the first choice for your quality health care needs. No one handles care better. NewberryHospital.org. There's only one thing faster than a Stewart Young offense. YourNorthland.com. With internet, cable, TV, and phone beginning at $25 a month, you can get out of the slow lane and into the fast lane in no time. So speed it up with YourNorthland.com. Northland Cable, a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger Athletics. Come play the thrill of the hill at Persimmon Hill Golf Club. With the longest hole in South Carolina, you're sure to be challenged. Afterwards, unwind with your friends around the 19th hole at our restaurant. 126 Golf Club Avenue. We welcome to see you at Persimmon Hill Golf Club. Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing. For over 50 years, we've been serving our customers by providing reasonable services at prices you can afford. When it comes time to get your car or truck towed in, call us. 864-543-2957. We serve 96 and Saluda 24/7. Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing. Pumps, PB and Gas. 1150 Batesburg Highway is open to serve you Wednesday through Saturday, 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. with breakfast, lunch, and catering. Call ahead for takeout, 864-445-3434. Pumps, PB and Gas. When you have experienced the loss of a loved one, you can trust the Ramey Funeral Home staff to guide you through the process of honoring their life. At RameyFuneralHome.com, you can find pre-planning information, obituaries, as well as resources for grief and healing. Ramey Funeral Home, a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger Athletics. At Saluda Nursing and Rehab Center, caring is a way of life. Our 176-bed nursing facility serves Saluda County since 1968. We offer 24/7 skilled nursing care, and our staff is consistent, compassionate, caring, and knowledgeable. Outpatient rehab therapy services are provided through physician's order services. Call for a free tour, 864-445-2146 or SaludaNursing.org. The Law Office of Nancy T. Jordan specializes in family court matters and representing individuals injured in automobile collisions. At the Law Office of Nancy T. Jordan, you get experienced, compassionate results. When you need legal representation, call 803-785-7879 or email Nancy at nancyjordanlaw.com. The Ridge Baptist Association is 24 member churches sharing the gospel of Christ. When we partner together, serve alongside each other, learn from one another, and connect to God. We invite you to come visit us this Sunday in one of our member churches. The Ridge Baptist Association, better together.
The Wills Agency, your local nationwide insurance agent, is open to serve you with offices in Aiken, Batesburg, and Saluda. Call for your free quote today for auto, home, life, and business. Let me help you save today. James S. Wills Agency. Nationwide is on your side. All right, we're back live from MIGS, and we appreciate you tuning in today. And you might want to go back and watch the interview with Patrick Myers, also Luke Downing, as he give us the red flag alert for Saluda County this Wednesday and Thursday. We encourage you not to burn on those days because the winds are going to be high, and so we need to be sure that we hear those warnings, and so it won't cause a lot of problems. And we hope that you will do that and heed those warnings. And uh, it could cause a forest fire. It is dry out there, folks, and so please be careful if you're burning. And of course, one of the things and stories we have covered is the couple here, Matt and Grace and Betsy and Nemo, as they trekked across South Carolina, and we wanted to bring a little update about them. They are in Lexington, and they're on their way to Columbia. And in fact, I was just got a message in. Amen. So somebody said the sound sounds good now. That's great to know. Appreciate you letting me know that. The young couple has trekked across South Carolina, and they're in Columbia now. In fact, they're going to be tonight from 5 to 7. They're going to be at let me get it pulled back up here. They're going to be at the Tap Room in Columbia. So if you would like to follow them there, I'm sure they'd love to see you. And they have made a lot of, they went all over South Carolina, and we were glad that we got to meet them. We got to spend some time with them as they were here in Saluda area. And as they came through, we were able to go and do an interview with them. It was, what I pulled away from it is that, of course, you know, they're raising money for Time in a Bottle, which is a great service. What it does is it helps raise funds for the people that, young people that are, you know, their health is challenged, and so to help the parents spend more time with the children, one of the things you don't want to do when that time comes is have to be worried about cleaning. So what they do is go in and clean, and so far they have raised, I think they told me, $70,000 so far toward that. And what a great story that is. And I was so so happy to help them. There were a lot of people from Saluda area that helped them, and I want to say I appreciate every one of you that helped them, even in the smallest way. We had a family there that goes to our church, and you know, it was something that we were talking afterwards, that I had already thought about calling them up and telling them about this young couple, because their story is so extraordinary, and they know a lot about living with cancer. And Grace, as she was there, she shared with us that her brother, when he was 11 years old, had cancer. And this is what inspired her and Matt to walk across all the way from California to where we're at now. And it was just amazing. And just to hear their story is phenomenal. And all they've done, as far as the people they have met, the miles they have walked. They said they have not encountered anything but good, which was a pleasant surprise to me. You don't know what you encounter. I know I read one of the stories there on Facebook. You can go, and it's like a chronicle, and you can go back through and read their stories. And as they walk through, I think it was in a rural part of might have been Alabama or Mississippi, and a dog come out and was going to attack their dogs, and so Matt knew to put both dogs in his arms like a cradle. He had one on this side and one on this side. Now one of them's a little bigger than the other one, and but Matt's a pretty big guy himself, and so he was able to keep the dogs safe, keep them safe, and they were just going on about how people have been, give them money, give them places to stay, give them clothing to change, because your shoes wear out, your clothes wear out, which they had already said that I think they said every 500 miles they change their shoes out. So I'm sure they have it some kind of way where they get their shoes either through Amazon or go to a store and buy them. And I noticed their shoes were a little bit different than ours because they were made for walking. And but they were they just came up and were full of energy and had walked all that way from McCormick to Saluda. And I seen how extraordinary that was, because I know exactly where they were at. The morning, Friday morning, they had left down, in McCormick toward Clark's Hill or Strong Thermal Lake. They had stayed there at the park, which is right across this side of the river in South Carolina. And they had stayed there at that park near Hickory Knob. And so they had stayed there, and then they walked all the way up, and you've drove it before, I'm sure, from Georgia, 378 to Saluda. And that's a long ways. It's 40-something miles from there. So they covered all that territory in one day. And when they got here to Saluda, I believe Trey and Allie opened their arms up and welcomed them in, and Radius Church and all that. There were several other churches helped too, and we appreciate what you did. And I tell you, that's an extraordinary event. We're going to keep watching them, and we'll keep you posted as they journey to Myrtle Beach, and hopefully we can get them on next week too and see where they at. They do have an event today from 5 to 7, and I was just catching up with them here on the phone to see where they were at right now, and to see if they had any updates. And of course, they have multiple social media posts. You can follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And of course, I have all those. And I was just going to see their latest post, and of course it is meet and greet at the Publico Tap today, 5 to 7, and that's down there in 5 Points, if you know anything about 5 Points. And so it's very interesting couple, and it was a pleasure to meet them, and we're praying the rest of the trip will go great. Well, we have another feel-good story here. Of course, this child of God's gone on to be with the Lord, and it was the oldest living person in the United States. We want you to hear about Hester Ford's story. Great story, I know, that you'll love it.
Hester Ford, a Charlotte woman who held the title of America's oldest living person, has passed away. We spoke with her great-granddaughter about her life and the legacy that she now leaves behind. How do you say goodbye to someone who's been here longer than anyone?
The family is just feeling a lot of emotions today. Although we're saddened by it, we take great pride in the legacy that she does leave behind.
Hester Ford was a piece of living U.S. history. Born in 1904, Theodore Roosevelt was president. The Wright brothers had just taken flight. Segregation was the law of the land. Life expectancy was just 47 years. Hester Ford lived 116.
My grandmother has seen so much over the past 116 years.
Ford worked on a farm, later as a nanny, eventually received recognition by the mayor of Charlotte. Her family says her life is proof of how far African Americans have come.
And many injustices taking place. It was her faith that kept her moving.
Ford lived through 2 pandemics and went on to have 12 children, 48 grandchildren, and more than 200 great and great-great-grandchildren.
Happy birthday, my queen.
Many got together for a drive-by birthday celebration last year. Some were by her side when she passed on Saturday afternoon.
I think she was, just pleased and at peace with her transition, having her family there.
Ford may have found a place in the history books as the oldest living person in America, but her greatest legacies are her family.
And I hope that with all that my great-grandmother was, that I can be for my children.
And her faith.
She wanted the best for everybody. She wanted people to have the type of faith that she had, to be able to believe that anything is possible.
And her great-granddaughter told me that it might be a sad day here on earth, but it's a happy day in heaven.
And that's a great story there. And we want to say thank you to all of our telecommunications there behind the scenes, there at the call center when you call 911. You make a difference. We appreciate all those that work here in Saluda and wherever they might be a dispatcher at for Saluda County. All of you, thank you so much. We'll be back after this break. Now, of course, if you want great fencing done, look no further than Gentry Fencing with quality services. Gentry & Sons Fence Company provide chain link, pasture, privacy, and vinyl fencing. Call for a free quote, 864-992-5425, and tell them Bulldog Bert sent you. We'll be back after this break. You're watching SALUDANow.
The town of Saluda, working together for the betterment of our municipality. We encourage the Tigers tonight, both on the field and off the field, as they work in the classroom. And we're a proud supporter of SALUDANow. Timeless Roofing, over 25 years experience, licensed and insured. Before and after, you can see quality and integrity never gets old. TimelessRoofingSC.com. Call for a free quote, 803-687-4184.
1 2 1 2 3. Checking 1 2 1 2 3. Check 1 2 1 2 3.
Eatery, 110 Church Street, Batesburg, Leesville, where they have mouth-watering burgers, steak and seafood, great salad bar, as well as pizza. Call in tonight, 803-532-1157, or stop by and dine in. Whizz's Eatery. back to the good. We know your credit score isn't the whole story, which is why we take a close look at your financial history to get you on the path to a stable future. After we serve you with loans up to $10,000 approved in month. That serves you with a relationship. We can help you with your financial needs. Call 246-3777 or visit our website, loansfinancial.com.
Check. All right, we're back. We're glad to be back here with you live from MIGS, and we encourage you to come out to MIGS tonight and enjoy a great supper. And listen, they got their special going on. Buy one pizza, get the second one half off. And what a great deal that is. And so go out and MIGS tonight, treat yourself for a great supper. And I know they work in dispatch, there, tell them how much you enjoy what they do and
Appreciate all they do and to make life great. Well, listen, we'll be back after this break. You're watching SALUDANow. All right, and we're back here with you on Tiger Talk Tuesday, live from MIGS. Call in or comment 864-980-7768. We're glad to have somebody on the phone with. Who we got on the phone today?
Hey, this is Gina Cromer from Batesville, Leesville Congregational Holiness Church.
Hey, Miss Gina, so glad to hear from you.
Thank you.
How is things down that way?
Oh, it's doing good. We're doing good. God is blessing us, and it's good. Everything's good.
And y'all got an event coming up this weekend, don't you?
We do. It's on Friday the 23rd from 11 to 2, and we're going to have a lunch fundraiser, which is barbecue. And if you've tasted the barbecue before, you know it's real good. For one sandwich, chips, cookie, and a drink, it's $7. And if you want 2 barbecue sandwiches in that bag, then it's $10. Everything's going back to the church to help pay for some repairs we had to have done.
And you see that good-looking barbecue sandwich there on the screen now? I can just taste it right now.
I know I can too, because those things are so good.
Yes, they are.
So good.
And where is Batesburg Leesville Congregational Holiness Church located?
It's in Batesburg. It's 147 Dickert Drive in Batesburg, Leesville. It's not too far from the police station.
Okay, not too far from the police station.
Yeah, right past the police station, going back towards Monetta.
Okay, so if you're coming out of Monetta, you can't miss it.
That's exactly right.
Be right there.
If you're coming out of Monetta, be on the right side. If you're coming out of Batesburg, it's on the left side.
All right.
And it will be in our fellowship hall.
And what time do y'all start serving plates?
At 11.
Serving 11 till what time?
Till 2.
Till 2. You
Yes,
better get
sir.
there early because they'll be sold out.
Yes, sir. We sold out last time, so yeah, they better get here early.
Well, we appreciate you stopping by, Miss Gina.
Thank you, and thank you for letting me call in and advertise it.
Yes, and we'll be sure to put it on SALUDANow on a post.
I appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Gina Crummer with Batesburg, Leesville Congregation of Holiness Church. We appreciate her stopping by. And we'll be back after this break. You're watching Tiger Talk Tuesday live from MIGS. Call in or comment your questions. 864-980-7768. You're watching SALUDANow.
All out stuff grinding. Call Zach Hendricks for a free quote. No job too big, no stump too small. Give us a call. 803-580-1332. Before and after, you'll see the difference. All out stump grinding.
At Allen Harmon Trucking, we treat your load and our truckers like family. Wake up to a beautiful sunrise in your big rig office, then be at home in time to kiss your wife and kids goodnight. Call us today for more information, 864-445-7249. Allen Harmon Trucking is a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger Football.
Are you ready to consider a job that provides consistent pay, great benefits, and paid time off? Then join the AMIC team. We'll teach you everything you need to know. Apply today for positions at our Batesburg facility at www.amicfarms.com. Phone interviews are available for quick consideration. That's amicfarms.com. Berry Insurance Group, located in Batesburg, Leesville, offering auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance. Owned and operated by Will Berry. Choose local. Choose independent. Choose Berry Insurance Group. 803-307-0030 or online at berryingroup.com.
CM Tree Service. Cody Berry and Martin Berry are ready to give you a free estimate. We're insured for tree removal and pruning. Call us today. 864-377-7898 or 864-980-0153. And like us on Facebook. CM Tree Service.
With Cricket Wireless Savings, the whole family can watch SALUDANow. The difference is clear as Cricket's signal when you see the money you can save by switching. And with nationwide 5G coverage, your wireless connectivity is wherever life takes you. So come by Cricket Wireless today at 300 South Jefferson and let us show you the Cricket difference.
Crumley Ford, 102 Greenwood Highway, Saluda, invite you to come in today to save. The 2020 Ford Edge Escape Explorer and Expedition has 0% financing for 60 months. Call today, 864-445-2107, and talk to Mike, Will, or Lauren at Crumley Ford. Save money, save time. Shop Crouch's First. Whether it's lumber, paint, hardware, electrical, plumbing, we supply you from feed to field. Yeti, Traeger, Blackstone, Costa, Salty Britches, Milwaukee, Makita, and much more. Come by and visit us today. 508 North Main Salute or call 864-445-0063.
Shop local at Economy Furniture. Huge savings on Benchcraft, Lazy Boy, Best Home Furnishings, and so many more. Visit our website now to see all our specials at economyfurniture.com. Right on the corner, right on the price.
Edwards Heating and Cooling, Saluda, South Carolina, provides you excellent service when it comes to your HVAC unit. Keith and Dawn Edwards have many years' experience in the heating and cooling business. They invite you to call them today, 864-445-0088, or visit their website, edwardsandheatingcoolingllc.com. Go Saluda Tigers! When it comes tax time, look no further than H&R Block, 304th North Main, Saluda. They make sure you get all the deductions you need to save money. When it comes tax time, trust the professionals at H&R Block. Call them 864-445-2958 and like them on Facebook.
And right now is a good time to get your taxes done. The taxes deadline has been extended, and it's extended to May the 17th. Excuse me, I don't want you to be late, but get them on in there as soon as possible. Also, we're glad to be sponsored by Perez Tires. New and used tires, repairs and oil changes, brake change, balance and rotation of tires. We're open Monday through Saturday to serve you at 182 Lee Street in Johnston and 108 Batesburg Highway in Saluda. Open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call us today, 803-430-5019, 864-445-3732. When the rest don't have your tires, we got them. We'll have you in and out fast as NASCAR. Perez Tire. And also our newest sponsor, Aiken Electric Cooperative, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Working together is what we do for the common good of our members. Aiken Electric Cooperative. Visit our website today. And we're so glad to be back here with you from MIGS, where the special is buy one pizza, get one half off. And we hope you'll come out and see the good folks here at MIGS. We took a little spring break last week, but we're back with you today. And we're looking for a good rest of the show today. Hey, did you notice that over the weekend, Neyland Stadium in baseball was filled to capacity? And it begs to question, is it time to open up the baseball stadiums? In fact, Clemson and Georgia are playing tonight, and I know a lot of you had some comments on that. I'm going to go to your comments here and look and see what we got here, see what everybody said. And it's a thought. You know, over half the U.S. population have now had their COVID shot. And speaking of that, if you want to get a COVID shot, go see my wife down there and the rest of the good folks at Saluda County Health Department. They're having a COVID vaccine clinic tomorrow. Free, no charge. Just text them, 803-667-0871. They may have an opening, but you can make an appointment ahead of time. Text 803-667-0871. The Saluda Health Department. They're at 613 Newberry Highway in Saluda. And also, we want to make another announcement in community. We've got a lot to announce here today. Of course, there's another event coming up at Saluda Baptist Church. It is the blood drive for the American Red Cross, and we encourage you to give blood. All donations are tested for COVID-19 antibodies as well. Plasma from antibody-positive donations may help current coronavirus patients. Have you already received the COVID vaccine? No problem. You can be a blood donor because blood donations are essential. So come out, be a part of the blood drive by the American Red Cross at Saluda Baptist Church, 112 West Wheeler Circle in Saluda, in the Fellowship Hall. It's going to be Monday, May the 10th, 10 to 2. Donors get a $5 Amazon e-gift card. Sign up ahead at www.redcrossblood.org. Use sponsor code Saluda Baptist, one word. Save time by starting your pre-donation reading health history questions online at www.redcrossblood.org/rapidpass the day of your donation. Blood O, A negative, and B asked about a Power Red donation. Now offering sickle cell trait screening. Donations from self-identified African American blood donors are screened for hemoglobin S, a key indicator of sickle cell trait. The screening is free of charge. Schedule a blood donation appointment today. Download the blood donor app at redcrossblood.org or call 1-800-RED-CROSS or 1-800-733-2767. Save a life, give blood. And we know that is going on, and we are proud to be part of our community, and thank you, Saluda Baptist and Red Cross, for doing this. Also, go back and watch our red flag warning. Luke Downing came by, our Saluda County Assistant Fire Director, and shared with us that they're discouraging burning Wednesday through Thursday, April the 21st and 22nd. The alert will go into effect that morning, so please, no burning at that time, as it may cause problems and forest fires. Also, we were glad to catch up today with our couple, Matt and Grace, and they're trekking across for raise awareness for time in a bottle. They were our guests. You can go back and watch their video on our Facebook page, and they're in Columbia tonight. So if you want to go join them and be with them, they're at 5 Points at the Publico Tap. They'd love to see you. But one of the questions we asked was, on Tiger Talk Tuesday, was about Neyland Stadium. It was full to capacity. Should other stadiums open? And several of you have made comments and for and against. So we know that one of the things we need to do is be aware of social distancing guidelines, but also wear your face mask and take your COVID-19 shot. That is your passport to events like this. And so we're hoping that maybe by next year everything will be back fully open, but we don't look for it this year. We believe that it might be 50% or something like that at the most. Also today is Clemson, Georgia, and it'll be on tonight at 7 o'clock on the SEC network. Of course, Georgia took the first game back in March, and we will be having the second game in that series tonight. The score is 2-0, so I look for it to be a close score. And, of course, you know who I'm rooting for, and you know who Carson is. Carson couldn't be with me today. But here is a hot topic we talked about, and it has to do with unemployment insurance. As you know, that the South Carolina DEW, the Department of Employment and Workforce, is now requiring you to go make in-person visits to an employer to see if they have job openings. And the reason is because before the pandemic, you did not have to do this. During the pandemic, excuse me. But now they're requiring you to go online and answer several questions. And we had several comments on that. Should you be required to go around and apply for jobs? Yes. Yes, you should show to a scheduled interview. And no, who would pay someone for an interview? Well, in our story, McDonald's is paying in Florida $50 for you to come to an interview. But remember, it's hard to get people to work when things are coming. So the jury has just reached a verdict in the Derek Chauvin murder case of George Floyd. So we hopefully get that ruling shortly. It's in Minnesota. It's 2:45. Now I don't know if that verdict will be revealed today or tomorrow, but we'll get more. If we get more information, we'll let you know. But let's get back to what we were talking about with the unemployment, and a lot of people opinionated that they thought that you had to go out and apply for a job. And the problem is there's so little people that want to work right now because you can make up to $600 a week on unemployment. So a lot of people are taking advantage of that and getting their employer to lay them off. I don't know how, but as much people as need their work, but getting laid off, fired, or whatever, and going on and apply for unemployment benefits. But the state of South Carolina is now requiring that you go out and apply for jobs. And we know there are many job openings now, so it's almost like, well, if you show up for an interview, you're going to get hired. So that's essentially what's happening here. And yes, there's a lot of thought in that. So you go back, look at those comments, and you can put your comments. Yes, I do. Years ago, when we were out of work, you had to go look for a job, have a paper signed by the person you were seeking employment from the date to show you were trying to find a job. So other people have said some other things I'm not going to read on Facebook, but it's sort of funny also. And so you can go back and make a comment. But we ask you, remember, I don't know if you remember this, but we asked you to a trivia question, and what we were asking you in that trivia question was, who is the person walking through the Atlanta airport looking at his phone, and what kind of jacket are they carrying on their arm? Please comment your question, and anyone getting the right answer will be entered into a drawing, and this ended today at 12 noon. So you see there in the Atlanta airport, you see Hideki Mitsuyama, and he is there with the master's jacket. And we've seen that, and of course we did make the drawing, and it is Linda Love. Congratulations, Linda. You win a gift card to MIGS, and we will be contacting you about this. And so congratulations. Well, listen, we're going to be back, and we're going to wind it up here on Tiger Talk Tuesday after this break. You're watching Tiger Talk Tuesday live from MIGS.
JRA Exterminating, the most trusted name in pest extermination. Remember, folks, whether it's cockroaches or piss ants, call Justin Anderson at JRA Exterminating today at 803-532-1122 or at www.jraexterminating.com.
MIGS of Saluda, serving tasty dishes, appetizers, fresh salads, hot out of the oven fresh subs, chicken, steak, and seafood, and the best Italian dishes and pizza around. Visit them today, 216 Greenwood Highway. For a drive-through or pickup, call ahead, 864-445-9990.
At Motor Coach Paint and Body, we put quality first. Whether it's your vehicle, RV, boat, or aircraft, we can handle it all. Leave it to us to take care of your insurance claim, or you can pay us right out of your pocket. So call BR Britt Reams today, 864-445-7747, and like us on Facebook. Newberry County Memorial Hospital, your hospital. Our mission is to provide exceptional care with a personal touch. Newberry Hospital is engaged in the passionate pursuit of optimal care, treatment, and convenience. Our goal is to always be the first choice for your quality health care needs. No one handles care better. NewberryHospital.org. There's only one thing faster than a Stuart Young offense. YourNorthland.com. With internet, cable, TV, and phone beginning at $25 a month, you can get out of the slow lane and into the fast lane in no time. So speed it up with YourNorthland.com. Northland Cable, a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger Athletics. Come play the thrill of the hill at Persimmon Hill Golf Club. With the longest hole in South Carolina, you're sure to be challenged. Afterwards, unwind with your friends around the 19th hole in our restaurant. 126 Golf Club Avenue. We welcome to see you at Persimmon Hill Golf Club. Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing. For over 50 years, we've been serving our customers by providing reasonable services at prices you can afford. When it comes time to get your car or truck towed in, call us 864-543-2957. We serve 96 and Saluda 24/7. Price's Garage and Heavy Duty Towing. Punks PB and Jam. 1150 Batesburg Highway is open to serve you Wednesday through Saturday, 5 a.m. to 2 p.m. with breakfast, lunch, and catering. Call ahead for takeout, 864-445-3434. Punks PB and Jam. When you have experienced the loss of a loved one, you can trust the Ramey Funeral Home staff to guide you through the process of honoring their life. At RameyFuneralHome.com, you can find pre-planning information, obituaries, as well as resources for grief and healing. Ramey Funeral Home, a proud supporter of Saluda Tiger Athletics. At Saluda Nursing and Rehab Center, caring is a way of life. Our 176-bed nursing facility serves Saluda County since 1968. We offer 24/7 skilled nursing care, and our staff is consistent, compassionate, caring, and knowledgeable. Outpatient rehab therapy services are provided through physician's order services. Call for a free tour, 864-445-2146 or saludanursing.org. The law office of Nancy T. Jordan specializes in family court matters and representing individuals injured in automobile collisions. At the law office of Nancy T. Jordan, you get experienced, compassionate results. When you need legal representation, call 803-785-7879 or email Nancy at nancyjordanlaw.com. The Ridge Baptist Association is 24 member churches sharing the gospel of Christ. We partner together, serve alongside each other, learn from one another, and connect to God. We invite you to come visit us this Sunday in one of our member churches. Ridge Baptist Association, better together.
The Wills Agency, your local nationwide insurance agent, is open to serve you with offices in Aiken, Batesburg, and Saluda. Call for your free quote today for auto, home, life, and business. Let me help you save today. James S. Wills Agency. Nationwide is on your side.
The town of Saluda, working together for the betterment of our municipality. We encourage the Tigers tonight, both on the field and off the field, as they work in the classroom. And we are a proud supporter of SALUDANow. Timeless Roofing, over 25 years experience, licensed and insured. Before and after, you can see quality and integrity. Never gets old. TimelessRoofingSC.com. Call for a free quote, 803-687-4184, and tell them Cuz sent you. Come to a Midlands institution, Wiz's Eatery, 110 Church Street, Batesburg, Leesville, where they have mouth-watering burgers, steak and seafood, great salad bar, as well as pizza. Call in tonight, 803-532-1157, or stop by and dine in. Wiz's Eatery.
And we are so glad to have you back here with us on Tiger Talk Tuesday, and appreciate everybody tuning in. We encourage you to go back and watch the interview with Luke Down, and of course he was giving us a red flag alert. And also, Ms. Linda, congratulations on winning the gift card to MIGS, and you can pick it up, and we give you instructions there in your Facebook page as well. And also, we'll wishing the best for Matt and Grace as they journey with their two dogs to Myrtle Beach. We will be keeping up with them and have more information on them next week. And we also encourage you to go back, watch our interview with our special guest, Patrick Myers, on the Boykin Spaniel Nationals and how he came up with 4th place. Listen, thank you so much for joining us today on SALUDANow, and we hope to see you again next week here on Tiger Talk Tuesday, live from MIGS.